Hey everybody, Sarah here. So I uploaded a video I think on Monday, um, and I wasn't gonna make another video this week. I said I might, although I can't remember what reason I said. I said I might make a video, but I'm not sure. Um, well, I said I wouldn't. I might upload one on the Thursday, which was yesterday. Um, which obviously I didn't. But um, yeah, let's say I want to make this video because you'll find out anyway. Um, so I forgot to mention in previous videos, or I might have mentioned a couple of weeks ago, I'm not sure, but recent ones, I forgot to mention that with it being, normally it's like September it starts, but it started um, last night, which was the 12th of November. Um, Station 19 and Grey's Anatomy started. There was um, season 4 of Station 19, and then after that was the first two episodes of season 17 of Grey's Anatomy. Um, Station 19, I enjoy watching it still. Although to be fair, I enjoyed watching it to start with. That's why I started watching it. I just loved it even more when they had. Oh, hang on. I in case in case some people haven't watched it. Um, there'll be spoilers in this video for Grey's Anatomy and Station 19. So if you haven't seen either, or you were not up to date, well, I can say up to date, um, like yesterday's episodes, then better switch off now because there's going to be some spoilers. Not so much just Station 19, but for Greys anyway. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Yeah, Station 19. Um, because it was a spin-off of Grey's Anatomy, I watched it. I done the same with Private Practice, but with Station 19, yeah, I started watching it because it was a spin-off of Grey's Anatomy, so I enjoyed watching it, and I enjoyed it even more when they had Brett Tucker in it as Lucas Ripley, um, and then they killed him off. But then they did bring him back for like one episode um, last season, which I wasn't expecting. Or was I'm trying to think. No, I don't think I was expecting it. So I'm trying to think if there was like any hint. But I don't think there was. I just think I remember looking, seeing the blonde hair, and been thinking even. Um, Hang on, that's Lucas. How can that be Lucas? Um, yeah, but there now, he wasn't in it since, and I doubted he's in this season of it because, as far as I know from his Instagram, he's going back to Australia. Um, so clearly he's not doing any more Station 19 as like cameo bits like he done last season. Yeah, so that's Station 19. Like I said, it's not going to be really many spoilers about that. Not for yesterday's episode, anyway. Um, Grey's Anatomy. Well, it was kind of. I don't know. Well, I'm probably thinking the same about Station 19 as well. Maybe not Station 19 as well, but definitely Grey's Anatomy. I was thinking because of this whole virus thing, because they were doing like uh kind of flashbacks of, I don't know, late last year or something, and then it was like showing Richard in hospital, but then it was showing him back at work, kind of thing. And I'm trying to think of it. Oh yeah, and then they were doing the same with Amelia and um Link. Oh, it's because his surname's hang on, what is his name? It is Lincoln, it. I'm not making it up. Well, Dr. Atticus Lincoln, but they call him Link. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so they were doing similar flashbacks with them two. And then, yeah, so it's like, obviously there was a lot of like, there was a COVID thing, which they were doing in Station 19 as well. But obviously more in Grey's Anatomy, as it's a hospital. And I don't really have much to say about that. Alright, you got like, alright, it wasn't so much Meredith and DeLuca because they're not together in it anymore, as far as I know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they split up because he was saying, what did he say at the end of last season? Something not about Derek anyway. Yeah, so they're not together, and I know. To be fair, nobody can beat Derek and Meredith for me. So it was like whoever she's with, like Riggs. I was like, uh, Link. I think there was something going on, but then that didn't happen. DeLuca. This new Doctor, the Irish one. I don't know. I mean, he'll understand him more because he lost his wife, but I don't know. Yeah, so I'm not going so much about every single character in it. You had, there was the scene where Meredith went into the storeroom or store cupboard or whatever, and she like pushed a thing over and all that. And, oh yeah, and DeLuca was in there. Well, he came into the and he like started tidying it up, but I don't think she realised he was back at work. And yeah, she was doing that, and I was like, is she gonna have like a not a flashback, but like I remember a couple of seasons ago, whatever season it was, and she was in a scrub room, and like Derek was there with his um scrub cap, putting his scrub cap on and all that. I mean, he wasn't there; she thought he was there, and I remember that, and I thought, is she gonna see him in there, and he's gonna be like just smiling at her? But that didn't happen. DeLuca turned up instead. Yeah, so there's that. But I was thinking, yeah, come on, please show Derek, please show Derek. No, you're not going to show Derek. And then there was, oh yeah, when they mentioned, oh, they kept going on about the baby's name, Amelia and Link's baby's name, and I was like, come on, you can call it Derek, call it Derek. And I was thinking, well, Bailey Shepherd's actual name is Derek Bailey Shepherd, so maybe it won't be Derek. And it was almost, pretty much almost until near the end, until we found out the name, and it was Scout Derek Shepherd Lincoln. That is a bit of a mouthful, but I was like, they got Derek in there, they got Derek Shepherd in there. Yeah, and then you had oh, DeLuca saying to Meredith, you know, you need to sleep, you need to take care of yourself, all that kind of stuff. Right, so she left, and then I can never remember his name. The Irish doctor, the new one that Christina sent over there, apparently. Well, I say apparently, I know she did, but that's how they've written it. It's like she said about him going over there, even though he doesn't know why he's there or something, obviously to work, but not like for Meredith, he doesn't realise that. Um, and when they, yeah, he came out of work, he came out of the hospital, going to his car, and you could see somebody on the floor, and I was like, who is that on the floor? And then I realised it was Meredith, and I was like, at first, because about the whole needing to sleep thing, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so exhausted, she's actually asleep in the middle of the road, in the car park. So that's what I thought first, and then he like rushed over, and then he was like trying to wake her, and like he couldn't wake her up, and I was like, okay, maybe she's not asleep. And I was like, oh my god, she got COVID. Um, I mean, she might not have the symptoms. She might not be showing the symptoms, but who knows? She might actually have it. I don't know. Yeah. So he was like obviously trying to get her attention, like trying to wake her up and getting other people's attention to come and help. And then they showed her on the beach. So by the way, with this beach, they showed, I can't remember if it was the beginning of the first episode or the beginning of the second episode of this season. And it was at the beginning of one of the episodes. I've forgotten if it's the first or the second one. I think it was the second one. Or was it the first? I think it might have been the first actually. I don't know. But and I was like, where is that? What? Not where is the beach? But like, why is she at the beach? Didn't think anything of it then. But this after like he was there trying to wake her up, and they showed her on the beach, and I was like, oh, what's going on here? What's going on like with this beach? And then they showed no, you could hear somebody calling her name. Well, hang on a minute. I don't know, I was going blue. Oh, fucking noise. Just making a noise. Yeah, so they showed her on the beach, and I could hear like somebody saying the name. When I first watched it, I didn't have um my earphones in. I was listening to it like without the earphones, so obviously you can probably hear quite a bit more if I had the earphones in. So I could hear somebody saying her name, but I thought it was like she could hear him, that Irish one, the Irish doctor, saying her name, trying to get her to come around. And like, you know, it wasn't going back to him trying to wake her up. And then I could hear that thing again, the name, the voice saying the name again. I still didn't like realize. And then they were showing somebody in the distance. Oh no, they showed her looking over in the distance. And she's like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Oh my god, what?" And then it's funny, like the voice I didn't even notice. Yeah. So like the camera was like starting to go towards someone near, I see near the upper end of the beach. It's a big beach, so further down the beach. And then it went back to her, and I was like, "But who is that person?" I could see dark hair. All I could see was dark hair, and I was like, DeLuca. Oh, typical. Blooming DeLuca. We don't want blooming DeLuca and Meredith. And then as I got closer, I was like, hang on. That's not DeLuca. That's not DeLuca. That's Derek Shepherd. And I was like, well, to be fair, when I first saw him, I was like, hang on. Is this new footage? Is this new? Or is this something that they filmed in the past and they didn't use? So they like put it in this episode. That's what I was thinking. And as I was convinced, like with, what was it with, that one with, was it last season or season before? Like a Day of the Dead episode where they were showing, she was like leaving the hospital for the day or night or whatever, And like obviously they showed Doc, the dog, they showed George, they showed Lexi, they showed um what else did they show? Oh, Ellis. Um who else played in it? Um sure there was a few others. Showed Mark, and then obviously they showed Derek. But I was like, the clip they showed of Derek, not the clip they showed of Derek, but the thing, it's like CGI thing they did, so it looked like he was standing there, but he wasn't actually standing there. It was like obviously edited in. It was like I think it was like look, I looked at his watch or something like that, and I was like, I remember that bit from another episode. So I'm trying to think, was it the episode where he proposed to her? Pretty sure it was. Yeah. So there was like that, and then what was the other bit they showed? There was another episode I showed. Oh yeah, like I said, that the one where she saw him in the scrub room. So I thought it was something like that, but no, this was actually. I still wasn't convinced he had come back to do more. Um, yeah, I'll get onto that bit now. Hang on. So she saw Derek, and then she was like, she said Derek, and I was like, okay, is this all we're gonna get? And then apparently next episode he's in it as well. And I'm like wondering, is he in it on and off through the rest of the season? Is this the last season? Is she gonna die and she ends up with Derek? Some people were saying he's gonna be like Dallas. He's gonna come back to life. Not sure how that's gonna work. Dallas, it was didn't get shot in Dallas, and then well, I don't know how long later he ended up coming out the shower. But then if he gets shot, yeah, somebody could think somebody died and then they end up getting away. What's the word? When's the better? They end up coming back, and that's kind of what happened. They showed Derek's funeral. They showed them switching the thing off, the ventilator off, or the life support machine off. So I was like, yeah, that is not gonna be a Dallas moment. Unless they worked a way around it. Unless he's got a twin. It wasn't really Derek in the car. Or Derek was in the car, but it wasn't him in the car that hit the thing. The No, he didn't hit the thing. The thing hit him. The semi hit him. Yeah. So I don't think that's gonna happen. And like that's how it finished. Anyway, as I was saying, I didn't believe Patrick was back to do that. I thought it was footage from before they might have used. But then people were saying he does look older, so it's obviously recent. And I think I watched. Well, I think I saw photos. I saw photos. Or saw an interview with I say with Meredith and with what's the name, Ellen, and there was like pictures of them hugging, um, having a photo with them together. Obviously, they had the mask on, so it was obviously recent. And she was like, we went on the hike and I pitched it to him and all that. So yeah, oh my god, it's like weird saying Derek Shanks back. And the thing is, I watched it, but obviously it wasn't like on ABC or anything that I watched on because I'm in the UK. So I didn't see the words come up at the end. So I couldn't actually see Derek Shepherd, Patrick Dempsey. So I'm gonna have to wait until it's actually on telly here to see that. Um, yeah. So sorry about all the ums and whatevers, but it's just like trying to remember all that because I was more focused on that last bit. And I like watching the reaction videos to like people watching Grace, especially if it's got Derek in them. And I've only seen like 2 reaction things of this episode, so I want to see more. See like people might not realise he was coming back and like not coming back. He might be back for the 2 episodes. I don't know, but who knows? So I will see you in my next video, which will probably be, I'm gonna say Friday, only because I'll probably want to talk about Grey's Anatomy, especially if Derek's got more to say than I know, because I know Meredith said, I missed you, and he's like, I know, obviously in the more, I say cheerful way, the more Derek way. Yeah, so anyway, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.